Sup, gigglers?
Gary, fix the Wi-Fi.
Manifest that shit.
We can't be managed. I mean, the day just got away from me.
What's up, my gotcha gigglers? I'm saying it again.
Well, because it's never not funny.
It's never not funny. Someone was like, can you guys stop saying gotcha? We said it for 1.5 episodes. Buckle the fuck up.
Imagine
Gotcha.
living with me. I literally imagine living with me. Daphne's so... Let's start the pod off with Daphne and I are in our first fight.
What is going on? Who is in trouble? Who did what?
You know what's so crazy is because like the past, like I've been with Daphne now for 7 days. The past like 6 days, I've been like, Daphne, isn't this amazing? We're literally going to be together every single day for like the rest of our lives. The tour is over. Like I'm literally just obsessed with her, you know? Like we're really vibing. This morning, she's like laying on the ground and I wake up and I'm like, come up here, you crazy kitty. Like get in the bed.
You silly goose.
Yeah, you silly goose. What are you doing down there? She gets in. We're like nuzzling. We're loving. She goes to the end of the bed. She turns around. She's staring at me. And I'm like, what's going on? She's peeing on my bed whilst I'm in it. And I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? Why are you I'm literally talking to her as if she's a human.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you doing this right now? What happened? Like, I think something's wrong with her. Then she takes a massive shit
on the bed.
And I'm just like running around. I'm like, what is the procedure? I've only ever walked into it after it's been done. I've never been in the midst of it. I have to strip my bed. I have to bring everything to the dry cleaner, put all the sheets in the wash. I was like,
I am so sorry because this should not be happening. This is not in the cat rule book.
I'm Googling everything. I'm like, what's going on with her?
She's mad at you?
I don't know if she's mad at me for something that I did because like the only thing is like digestive or like her litter box is dirty and like her litter box is literally never dirty. I haven't.
It's sparkling.
She's been on the same food like for weeks. Like she's literally
drinking
fine.
Evian.
I introduced her to wet food weeks ago. She was acclimated. She loves it. She's fine. I think she's just literally sometimes a bitch.
It doesn't make sense though. The only time that this has happened to me with cats is my first cat, Trixie. Yes, she was named like a stripper. And we love sex work on this pod. She
we love
when
sex
I went
work.
to college. She went to college. Butters. Okay, I'm so tired right now.
Here's the craziest part.
To cat
I know exactly everything you just said. I literally know exactly.
I don't even have to finish the story. You guys know
know
what I was saying. I go to college and Trixie just like shat in my room. And it's just like one poop just saying like, fuck you, bitch.
Gotcha.
This is what you do to me. That's how I feel. Gotcha. And then Butter, when I was shooting Summer House, it was the first time I would leave her for like 3 or 4 days, even though I'd have a cat sitter. And she peed in my laundry like twice. Because it like smelled like me and she was like, you?
Okay, well then I started spiraling because I was like, what would she be mad about? And I was like, I have been here for 7 days and this is like the time when I would leave. And I'm like, does she like want to be alone?
She's too much like her mom. Or maybe she thinks you might leave. She's traumatized.
I don't know what it is.
Did she make eye contact with you during it?
She didn't make eye contact with me, but like I was yelling and she was like looking around and was like, I'm like doing something.
They do say that cats don't understand like negative reinforcement. Like they just don't get that. I feel like you should get a vet to come over, or you should get that guy, Jackson Galaxy. Have you seen him?
No.
He has this show called Cats from Hell. It's so good. It's basically like, he's like the Gordon Ramsay of cats, where people are like, my cat's crazy. And it shows the cat like beating up a toddler. And then he comes in and he's like, if he like figures out what the cat's upset about and then fixes them, then the cats are like perfect after.
Wait.
It's my favorite show.
I need him to come over because that or like a pet psychic. In my next life, I want to be a pet psychic.
We need in this life, we need a pet psychic. We're going to do it for sure. I found some on Facebook. I'm just sifting
So they're
through.
reliable.
No, those are if you don't get it from Facebook, I don't trust it. I want people who don't know that TikTok exists.
My favorite profession is cat psychic. Animal psychic, because like you made it up. You could say anything to me. There's no fact checking. It's literally like someone woke up and was like, my job is vibes. Like,
Yes.
I'm literally vibes.
It's literally someone being like, I'm empathic, but just with animals, that's what I think.
I hate when people say they're empathic. It's one of my biggest pet peeves. I should start a list of pet peeves, because whenever someone asks me, what's a pet peeve? I can never remember it. No, knowing full well and good, I have so many. And that's a pet peeve. Honestly, a pet peeve of mine is not remembering my pet peeves.
Write it down. If we don't write anything down, nothing would be said.
Truly, but I know that when people say they're empaths, I hate them.
Well, I support pet psychics because I support women in the arts. And then also during COVID, a pet psychic over the phone told me that Butter is sarcastic and funny. And I was like, obviously. And then she told me she thinks Clyde is fat, the other cat, which I was like, okay, a little body shaming, which we don't love, but
and
it's
she's
still funny.
Ugly.
And she's ugly and has a wide set vagina and a heavy flow. And then she also said that Clyde's stomach was hurting. And then 2 weeks later, we had to bring him to the vet because of like a worm. So either she put a spell on him or this shit is real.
No, look, I support them. I'll give them all my money. If there's one thing I love, it's someone like being like, I have a talent, and me being like, yeah, I couldn't even start to think about what you do.
Do you know people talk about how like guys lose all their money in sports betting?
Yeah.
People don't talk enough.
Love that for them though. No, like I truly do. I love watching a guy like do really manly things that are so stupid that like a woman wouldn't even cross our fucking mind. Like, I think when I wake up on a Sunday, I'm like, what face mask am I picking? Like, what could it be? And guys are like, how could I possibly put my family in danger?
No.
How could I almost lose the house?
For no good reason. Do you know why we love it?
Literally no good reason.
These men finally know what it's like to be disappointed by other men.
No, it's amazing. There's also something homoerotic about it, because you're literally getting gassed up to watch all these guys in like super tight pants run around, and I'm not coming for you. I'm sitting right there too. Like I'll watch it. I love it.
Also, the fact you think you know what's gonna happen in the game is giving like you think you're an empathic
gaslighting.
Psychic.
It's giving, it's giving
cat psychic.
Animal psychic. It truly is.
All the men are animal psychics, but they talk shit on us. But I was saying that
it's literally just reality TV. Like,
a man wearing a jersey of another man is like us wearing like Rhode lip gloss.
And I love it. And I'll do it forever.
Thing.
Not to bring up the girls fighting. Can we talk about the Matilda Djerf like scandal? If you guys don't know who Matilda Djerf is, she like became really big on TikTok. She's Swedish.
She's Swedish, which I thought Swedish people didn't fight.
I didn't either. And she created like an insane brand called Djerf Avenue. It has everything.
Worth a lot of money.
Worth a lot of money. It has like basics, pajamas, like one of their like robes or whatever went like viral on TikTok. It has like,
and
all
she's
these
famous
little fruit.
for being like a sweet looking blonde with
yes.
beautifully voluminous hair that's always blown out.
She's been like in Vogue. like she's not
Don't
like
tell me that you model till you've been in Vogue.
She's not like a small time creator whatsoever. She's big. And it came out, the girls that were working in her office, they did like a documentary like whilst working there. And they just said how like the conditions are horrible, that she had like in the bathroom there was one like good toilet, which I was like, that's so European.
There's one toilet that massages your butthole.
No, you guys are literally fighting about one toilet. That's crazy. That she would let her favorite employees use, and then she would make the employees that she didn't like clean the toilet. clean the toilet.
I didn't know she'd let other employees, because at first people were like, maybe she just has OCD. But if she let her favorite employees use it, that's so weird. Like, you think their buttholes are cleaner than what? I do have to say, I like, I'm not trying to start drama.
Yeah.
But I did meet her.
You did? Where?
So when I interviewed Hailey Bieber at a Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay, so I think
she was there.
Hailey is so lucky that the campaign with her was literally like 2 days prior, because I think it legit like sold out. But she's off the website now. The pictures aren't up anymore. And they did the cutest little collab. She did her hair like Cindy Lou Who. Like, it's I really do love like Hailey's branding. It was so cute.
The only experience I have was like, I actually said hi to her. She wasn't having it with me.
And she was like, you can use the fourth toilet. Thanks.
She was like, brush your fucking hair, you dirty American slut. No, she didn't say that to me. But I remember her, she was cold. But again, if that was a man.
Look, it's so crazy to me because like I've obviously like we've worked in offices. I've worked in offices of like all women. I've worked in offices where it's like mixed. I can like in an office setting, obviously you're going to have at least like one day where like you don't snap at someone, but like you're in a bad
under
mood.
A lot of pressure.
Yeah, you say something in a tone that you're like, I shouldn't have said that, or like I shouldn't have said
you're
that
not
sentence.
Sucking everyone's dick. You're not like, is everyone okay
yeah,
all the
like,
time?
There can definitely be a moment where someone could be like, you're a villain in someone's story at some point in your life. And thank God. And thank God.
I feel like that's me, but I was just trying to make people laugh, but I offended someone.
Like, so I get like being in an office and it's like, oh, that girl's a bitch because like one time, blah, blah, blah. This is on such a different level to like literally think of things to do to people or not do is so insane.
Yeah, and
me.
I don't want to simplify it being like, if she was a man, this wouldn't happen. I think there's assholes on both ends, and I would argue sometimes female bosses have like really mental terrorism that they will do.
Yeah.
That like male bosses will just be like dicks, misogynistic assholes, and then female bosses can be like weird with specific people and stuff like that.
I honestly, I'm so thankful and grateful. Like I had one female boss and she was the best thing that ever happened to my life. Like, and I'm so thankful for it because it was in my early 20s and I think about it all the time now. Like when I am telling some people like what to do at any given moment, I literally always think of her and I'm like, she was so nice and understanding and just like whatever. And now like I have to be like that.
Imagine Grace comes out with a tell-all tomorrow.
Well, I literally kept thinking about Grace because I was like,
so we have one employee.
No.
One employee who, you know, okay, she literally was joking.
No, we have like 3.
No, we have more, but like Grace is our CEO. Like she's my right-hand man. And it's funny because once she did sit me down, she's like, I feel like I'm learning so much. This is so fun. And like I've all this stuff. And I was like, well, I'm like grooming you. And then we paused. I was like, not like that.
Cut to literally 8 months later, we're on tour and you're like, Grace will be carrying my children. I don't know what. That's non-negotiable.
Oh, yeah, we were
for
talking
me.
about babies. And I was like, Grace, is your ovaries available? But and then she texted me because I was like, I miss you because Grace is back home now because the tour is taking like a pause. And she was like, I feel like I have Stockholm syndrome because I'm not with you and Paige. And I miss you. No, but the thing is, we got so lucky, but it's because we have like a small environment. When you start getting like a big office, it gets crazy. However, I understand like Jerf is the brand. Anything that goes wrong, it's on you. It's a lot of pressure.
Right.
I'm totally about being fucking serious, hardworking, no bullshit.
Yeah.
I do not understand the like weird toilet things and the freak outs on people. It's unnecessary. All this stuff comes out of the woodwork now, obviously, but some girl said she
did a what?
I did a modeling campaign with her, and
well, that's the other thing. Then like people come out of the woodwork that like have even like an ounce to say. So then it like piles on, and like half of those could be true, half of those could be not be. But I
Yeah.
just like, I can't. Also, there's something about like starting as no one, becoming an influencer, then having like a ton of fans, then like it's almost like you even have more of a responsibility. And not that I'm like, oh my God, you have to be nice every single day. You literally don't. Like, but you can't go out of your way to literally ruin people's lives. That's crazy.
Exactly.
And it had to been really bad for them to all get together and be like, hey, like, this is not okay.
No, they're all risking
Right.
everything. But I guess they're at the point where they're like, I'd rather be fired and expose her. Oof. Yeah, I'm just upset because now I feel like all the Swedish stereotypes I had in my head are wrong.
No, I know.
I watched an amazing documentary called Child Star on Hulu, produced and like done by Demi Lovato.
Okay, I saw the advertisement.
It's fucking incredible
Is
in terms
it?
of like Drew Barrymore's on it, Raven Simone's on it, the girl from the Missy Elliott videos on it.
Oh, yeah. From Cheaper by the Dozen.
Yes. So, and this kind of reminded me, Demi Lovato sits down with one of the child stars she was with, and how like the first season of Camp Rock, like they had so much fun, and then Demi Lovato blew up, and the next season she was like, she's staying at the Ritz or like somewhere fancy, and there was like this disconnect between her and her old friends. And the girl basically was like, people were scared of you. Like you watched the moment of her being like, you traumatized me and like you were a monster. And
Wait, that Demi Lovato traumatized people?
yeah, but you later learned that like Demi Lovato was bipolar. Like she had like 350 shows in a year, and she's a kid, so people are just like,
No.
you have to keep working, and it was very interesting. But it's hard to be like these kid stars being like, oh, I made millions of dollars and got famous as a kid, and it was really hard. But someone like Raven Simone, who is a giggler, by the way, she's honestly one of the reasons I went into comedy. Like, That's So Raven changed my life. Like, her facial expressions, everything.
Wait,
Sorry.
did you see like the discourse on TikTok about I was just gonna say the Today Show about That's So Raven?
What?
Raven Simone said on a podcast, like, I think like young kids, like young boys watch my show because I had big boobs. And it's all these guys like stitching the video being like, I was like 7 and like it was funny and like I liked the plot. Like, can I not laugh now? Like,
Wait. Raven, it was not your boobs. You're fucking hilarious. The cast.
No,
I'm sorry.
truly
Give
was
it
the
give
funniest
it a fucking
show.
Oscar, that show. It was so fucking funny. That and Amanda Bynes.
But like it was an age that like there was no sexual. You didn't think didn't even have a thought in your brain of like anything
But you know
sexual.
what? I do feel like subconsciously boys were like, I like this for many reasons.
Yeah, but like I was trying to think like, did I look at the boys in that show and was I like, oh, I have a crush on them?
I feel like when I watched Drake and Josh, like you knew that Drake was hot.
You knew that, yes. Okay, yeah. You knew that like Drake
You knew he was
like,
hot,
cute.
but you weren't like, I want to give him a hand job. You just were like, oh, I want to stand next to him.
Let's go back to that. Let's truly go
Let's
back to
normalize
that.
I'm not touching your dick.
No.
But you could be in my presence.
Let's go back to like you trying to just hold my hand. Just try and hold my hand because anything else, it's too much.
Wait, can I tell a traumatizing story? Trigger warning.
Yes.
My like first boyfriend in high school. This is such a New York story.
Wait, that just sounded literally your Regina George. Oh, my first boyfriend in high school was named Kyle, and like he moved away to Indiana.
His dad invented toaster strudel. No, but we were like we couldn't go to anyone's house because it was like our parents' house and like no one knew we were dating. So after school, we like went to like Sheep's Meadow Park and we were like kind of kissing. And I remember that I felt he had like a boner, and I was so embarrassed for him. I was like, oh my God, is he embarrassed right now? Like, that's so embarrassing. And we're kissing, and then we look over and a homeless man is jerking off. And I was like, I don't like this game anymore. car.
That's so traumatizing.
That was so New York City.
I can't. Now I'm like trying to think. Did I ever notice like what was the first time I noticed like a boner? Like, did I know what it was?
You think that it's like they have something in their teeth, and you're like, do I tell them? Like, or like they farted. It's like that's what I thought it was like. I didn't realize that was the point of it all. I thought it was just like a side thing.
I can't remember. I feel like I've just like blocked out anyone like before a certain age. I'm like, you didn't like literally exist.
They fingered the side of your leg until we were like 26, and that's something else we have to work on in society.
One thing about the holiday season is usually when you're getting dressed or ready to go out, your coat is kind of the outfit, or you're always in long sleeves. So the best way to accessorize your outfits are stacking your jewelry. Music to my ears. You have office parties to go to. You have family holiday get-togethers to go to. Mejuri makes high-quality fine jewelry for every occasion and every day in between. They have timeless diamonds, stackable staples, and bold statement pieces. And you can truly find the perfect gift for everyone on your list. Also, for my kind of late shoppers, you can order gifts by December 20th and receive them by December 23rd. Thank you. Between their accessible prices, stackable designs, there's a reason Mejuri is one of the most loved jewelry brands out there. So shop responsibly sourced, high-quality jewelry at the top of every wish list at Mejuri.com, in-store and in-app.
This episode of Giggly Squad is brought to you by McDonald's, and the snack wrap is back. I'm freaking out because it was introduced to McDonald's in 2006. Shout out to my millennial girlies. And it's been on top of mind. I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm like, where's the snack wrap? Turns out it is back. It's the comeback story of a lifetime, and it's now available with one of two sauces, ranch or spicy. I'm more of a ranch girl because I have anxiety, but if you live life on the edge, I totally support the spicy snack wrap. It has a spicy pepper sauce, probably great for your sinuses, but don't quote me on that. I'm not a doctor. And it has juicy white meat chicken, shredded lettuce, melty cheese, creamy ranch, all wrapped in a soft tortilla. Ooh, literally need one right now. Try the snack wrap that broke the internet at a McDonald's near you. Enjoy the snack wrap for the first time in 9 years. I'm obsessed. It's so easy to just grab at any time of the day, morning, night. Eat that snack wrap.
Summer is here, and you know what that means. A lot of strapless dresses, a lot of bold colors, just easy breezy, effortless looks. But you also need undergarments for that, and that's where Honeylove comes into play. Honeylove is redefining modern shapewear with real comfort and serious support. Their newest innovation is the Mesh Sculpt, and it's the ultimate summer shapewear. It's super lightweight, breathable, and it's not sacrificing your shapewear. It's still going to keep you cool while still delivering you that sculpted silhouette. The reason I love Honeylove is its targeted compression soothes and shapes exactly where you want it and eases up on the places that you don't. Honeylove's best-selling Superpower Short is also their go-to. It has targeted compression technology that distinguishes between areas where you want more support and then the areas where you're like, let's get a little less compression here. And we've all been there where we're like struggling to take our shapewear off, and Honeylove just doesn't have that problem. Their Super Power Short has 100% cotton, and you don't have to take your entire thing off just to use the bathroom. So treat yourself to the most comfortable shapewear on earth and save 20% off site-wide at honeylove.com/giggly. Use our exclusive link to get 20% off honeylove.com/giggly. After your purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them that Giggly Squad sent you. Experience the new standard in shapewear with Honeylove. It's the summer, which means it's hotter outside, you're going on spontaneous trips, and you don't have time to get a yeast infection, a UTI. But with Wisp, you can get sexual health care you need same day without stepping foot in a doctor's office. Get same day prescription for BV, yeast, UTI, STI, and emergency contraception with discreet delivery to your home for free in all 50 states. So if you're traveling this summer, don't be nervous that you don't have medicine if something were going to happen. Wisp has you covered. You can now also treat for STIs from the comfort of your home with Wisp's diagnostic testing kits. Each kit comes with a test and a consultation. There are 8 different kits available where you can test for BV yeast, herpes, STIs, HPV, and more. Whether it's the discomfort of waiting rooms, the uncertainty of symptoms, or the frustration of delayed answers, these kits offer you something powerful: clarity, quickly, and with compassionate follow-through from the licensed medical providers at Wisp. Trusted by over 1.5 million patients, try Wisp for yourself and see how they're changing the game for access to women's health. Take 15% off your first order with code GIGGLY at HelloWisp.com. That's HelloWisp.com. Prescription products require a consultation with a healthcare provider, and medications are available if medically appropriate. Must be 18 or older. Restrictions apply. See website for full details. I use Uber Eats for everything, and of course I'm ordering food all the time, but I don't just order food on Uber Eats. I order everything. I order from the pharmacy. I order hair care items. I order alcohol. Whatever I need, I'm ordering it on Uber Eats. Also, whenever I go to a hotel, I always seem to forget something from home. So I'm ordering hairspray. I'm ordering bobby pins. I just can't live without Uber Eats. You can get grocery, alcohol, and everyday essentials in addition to restaurants and food you love, of course. So in other words, get almost anything with Uber Eats. Order now. For alcohol, you must be legal drinking age, so please enjoy responsibly. Product availability varies by region. See app for details.
Back to Raven. Shout out Raven. You're not like literal number one fan right here if you're listening, but you're probably busy. She started working at 16 months old. And then she got on the Cosby Show and just did not stop working from then on. And she was very clear that like it was a job. It was always a job.
Yeah.
And during That's So Raven, she was like, I hated it. Like I didn't sign up for this. I just wanted a normal life. Like she didn't enjoy it. And it's so crazy to something that brings us so much joy was causing so much pain for these people. And then a lot of them would like just turn to drugs and stuff. And then, long story short, there's control in Hollywood because there used to be the first like famous kid ever back in the day. Apparently his parents just like took all his money that he made. So he was like, he made millions of dollars and then by 18, like there was nothing left. So there's a rule.
A homicide would ensue.
100%. There's like a law now that like a certain percentage has to go into the child's trust. But you know what, that there isn't a law to organize everything is child influencers. So these kids are now doing the same thing. Like they get born, the parents are working, traumatizing them, forcing them to work, and the kids aren't promised any money. So it's like they're just making a ton of money for their parents. And let's be honest, we've done reality TV, we do performances. When you're in front of the camera, that's not real life.
Yeah.
Once a camera is on, you are performing.
Maybe that's why Daphne shit in my bed. She's like,
She
I won't
wants a cut.
work. I won't work under these conditions. I won't have it.
She's like, I saw your ad 2 days ago. I
She's
see
like,
you using me for
stop
engagement.
putting me in your fucking grid dumps, bitch.
She goes, talk to my agent before you fucking take a photo.
I fantasize that Daphne like swears like a trucker in her head. Like this fucking bitch.
I think all cats do. They said someone says a cat's face always looks like you just asked them to pick you up from the airport. Oh God.
No, we're so old. I literally all we do is laugh about cat stuff and Kanye West.
To be like a little more oh my God, someone said something funny yesterday. I was at the Hollywood Improv and they were like, you know, the year's been crazy when Kanye West hasn't speaken. He's like, I'll sit out on this one.
Hasn't speaken.
I am in Hollywood. Des and I really failed at vacationing.
No, can you explain this? Because like this is like something that like we do as partners and like we don't think twice about it and the men get mad.
So the reason why I think Des and I work so well is because he's lived this life before and now he's just tired. So everything I'm going through, he's been on that side and knows how it feels. So he's lifting me up and empowering me, but it sucks because Des and I were like, we want to travel. at some point. And I know you're like, Hannah, you're always traveling, but we're like, I've never been to Asia. So like 2 months ago, we're like, let's go to Thailand. 2 weeks. Industry's dead in December. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Long story short, we cancel. We're like,
cancel.
we're not going to Thailand.
You cancel, but you book a different trip. You're like, it's too big of a trip to do right now.
We can't do 2 weeks. It's too crazy. 24 hours of flying. We're tired. Let's do a simple trip.
Yeah.
We were like, let's go to Cartagena. Let's go to Colombia, Medellin, and do some culture.
Just a simple trip to Colombia. Nothing.
Well, we were like, let's do
outlandish.
city culture, and then we're like, no. So we don't cancel. We don't even book that, and then we go, let's fucking just go to the Caribbean for 4 days. Mm-hmm. So we're so excited. We're like, we're gonna go to the Caribbean for 4 days. I get an email, middle of the Caribbean trip. I get invited to do a gig that like I personally didn't want to say no to.
Yeah.
And Des was like, I get it. Mm-hmm. Like, we don't have to go on vacation. You do this.
It's so important. It's so important.
And so you guys will see what this gig is. It's very fun. Soon. It comes out on the 27th.
Hannah, I feel like that's like low key a mental health moment too. I can't tell you how many boyfriends I've had in my life that like we've had something planned or like we're looking forward to something and like something work wise comes up and I'm like, I'm so sorry. I have to do this. And like the words that are exchanged were like if the roles were reversed and it was like some man and he was in finance and like some client called or something and he was like, I have to go to this. I feel like as a woman, you're almost programmed to be like, oh my God, yeah, like you have to do this. Now, obviously there's like workaholics, but it's like such a fine line. And it also does depend on your age. Like if you're in your early 30s, like, yeah, you got to fucking answer the phone and like go do your shit.
And for people listening who are entrepreneurs, you kind of get that like there's no schedule. So it could be slow sometimes. But then like on a Sunday, something crazy happens and you need to do it to make money. But I've also been like on a ski trip with Des once and I got an offer for something that was like exciting but not great, and we had like a long talk to be like, where are our priorities here? Like you can do that, but like we going to just try to I mean, I fucking hated skiing, so I was trying to get out of it.
Kim Kardashian like did an interview. This is like months and months ago. It could literally have been a year ago, and I have not ever forgotten it or stopped thinking about it. She was like talking about a boyfriend. I think it was Pete Davidson, but I don't know. And she was like, and he told me like I work too much. And she was like, and in my head, I was like, get out of my way. Like, get out. And I'm like, oh my God, I so get out of my freaking way. Like I'm doing
also you'll
something.
have so much animosity towards him.
Wait, I have another like mental health moment.
Okay, go off.
So you watched Girls, right?
I think it's one of the greatest shows ever made.
One of the greatest shows of our generation. If you haven't watched Girls, do yourself a fucking favor. I actually like restart it every couple of years because it's just so iconic. So the one actress in it, her real name is Jemima Kirk. She plays. Wait, let me look up.
She's actually my favorite character. I saw her in an airport once.
Jessa.
She
plays Jessa.
So cool.
No, she's so good. I saw this on TikTok, but she was doing this on Instagram. She was doing just like a Q&A, and a girl wrote in and was like, what is your advice for unconfident young women? Did you see this?
Yes.
Okay, and her answer was, you think about yourself too much. And I literally felt like my mind was blown.
I was so good.
I was like, wait a minute. What a powerful, true statement. Like literally at the times that I'm like my most unconfident or my most nervous, it's because I'm literally so wrapped up in myself.
You've literally thought yourself into some like insane spiral that's given you every reason to question or not believe in yourself, when it's like, this is like one of my favorite quotes is like, at the end of the day, the only thing that could really calm you down is that no one cares and you're gonna die.
I love it so much. No one cares.
when I've gotten really anxious places, and yeah, it's always because you're like overthinking everything, and the really only way to calm you down is that it doesn't matter. And it's sad that like nothing matters at the end of the day, but if you can find solace in that, like for example, Giggly Squad, sometimes I'll get nervous and I'll be like, I want this to be the best fucking episode ever, but if you force stuff and want it so bad because you care too much, like you actually aren't yourself.
Okay, it's so crazy because even though I had like crazy panic attacks all while we did tour and I was like really working through something, I'm so happy that it happened during tour. And this sounds like so weird because truly Giggly Squad every week is like the number one place where I feel my most self and like just like Hannah and I literally got on Zoom today because and started laughing because we were like, we miss each other, but we can't call each other because then like we'll say all the good stuff that we have to say for the pod.
And also we're both like so respectful of each other. Like you're like, I know you're like working, and I'll like come up with something like, you know, she needs a second, she's stressed, but like we become full codependent on each other, even though that's not. It's not our personalities.
And here's when I know. When I'm like going to run an errand or I'm getting in an Uber or something, that's when I do my calls. So like, but I'm always just like calling my mom, really.
Yes, same.
And for whatever reason today I was like running errands and I was like, should I call Hannah? And I was like,
you can call me anytime.
I was like, no, she's busy. She's doing things.
I feel like me and you are actually two people who like, we do have intimacy issues.
You think?
Like, and people, and I hate when they make it like girls are like, we're boy crazy and all this stuff. But like, I'm going to be honest, me and you, like, we are so the men sometimes, stereotypically. But yeah, I would go after guys who had intimacy issues because I didn't want to connect with a man. No. Like I wanted to protect myself, you know?
Sometimes when it comes to dating, and I've never admitted this to anyone or publicly or to anyone in my life, but I will say it on the pod.
Because no one listens.
Because in my head, no one listens. I'm like,
no, in my head, 4 girls who know everything about us listen.
Well, here's the thing. When I say things on the podcast, it's for the gigglers that listen every week. Like those are my friends. Like those are my girls. For the people that like pop in to like write an article or like make a TikTok video, I'm not saying anything for you guys. Like it's not like whatever. So
it's
feel
like you just came into the middle of a conversation we've been having for 5 years. Obviously, you don't get it.
Like, hello? Is this the audition?
But we love the new gigglers. We love the new gigglers. You're all welcome. Anyway, what were you going to say that you said you've never told anyone and then you veered off?
Is this the audition for Pippin? No, what I've never said to anyone. Hannah and I, before every Giggly Squad show, before we walk out on stage, we'll say to each other, is this the audition for Pippin? Okay. When it comes to dating, sometimes I will move in a manner, subconsciously or consciously, it depends, where like I'll stop and think and be like, that was such a move that a guy would pull. Or like sometimes like I'll do things and I'll be like, I'm the guy. Like that's so heinous. I can't believe I said that, or like I did that, or like I'm thinking that, like I'm the guy. And it's kind of scary sometimes. I have to like catch myself and be like, don't do that.
No, but the concept of like that's what guys would do is like socially constructed. Like that's just what we've been like raised to think, where we just are trying to like have some power.
Well, then I think like if certain guys don't like me, I'm like, oh, you don't like that I move the way men move.
It scares them.
It scares you them. That I can also like switch into this mode of like, I don't give a fuck.
I always love, like, I don't talk too much about like Des and I, but I do love the moment in our relationship where like I was pretending I was like cool and didn't care. And I think I might have posted something that was like a little bit like could potentially make him jealous or something, like very early on.
Yeah.
And that was when he literally, I remember he called me and he was like, hey, if you're not like, if you're going to do this kind of stuff, like I'm actually like, I'm not attracted to that stuff. And like, I don't want to play games like
you
that.
Like test
so that's
the waters.
Great. Yeah. And he was like, and I like you. I feel like I made that clear. So like, if you're going to be like weird like this, I'm good. I literally put my tail between my legs and was like, that was the first, I was like, oh my God. Like, and it was so mature of him and hot. But anyway, no, well, I'd do something and then a guy would try to like up me and make me feel worse. And then and next thing you know, it's just two egos battling each other, and it's like a competitive fucking stupid situation. But I do have to say, rounding to what you were saying in the beginning, your 30s, it stops being about like being the most successful or finding the best guy. It's about finding like your authenticity, which is full of, yeah, you question yourself, yeah, whatever, but at least you're being you.
Yeah.
And I'd rather like be sad authentically being me than like pretending to be something else.
No, I love being me. I think I'm the greatest.
Speaking of me,
Back to me for a
back
second.
to me. Enough
about
me. What do
you.
you think about me?
What about me?
I didn't tell you about what happened during Thanksgiving. I talked about it on Burner Phone. Shout out Burner Phone. You guys should listen. Thanksgiving morning, we're finally having all these people at our house, and I'm of course asleep. It's like 7:30, and you know how all the adults are awake.
Yeah.
Like they're all like chatting loud, laughing, and I kind of hear it. And
They're
it's
like
beautiful.
4 cups of coffee deep.
Yes, they're talking about like recent events in the news and
They're
stuff. It's not
wired.
my scene.
It's
not my scene.
No, it's literally
Don't save me a table.
Not my scene. I don't want to seat. Yeah, I don't want to seat at that table.
Doesn't come across my desk. So I'm chilling because I can sleep through anything, but I hear the good vibes. I'm so happy everyone's talking. And then I hear like a weird murmur and everything goes silent. And like, you know, when you just have like that spidey sense where you're
Yeah.
like, something bad happened. So it's like silent for like 30 minutes. And I check my phone. No one texted me. And then I like hear someone say something and I'm like, did someone die? Like, did someone have a heart attack? Like I start freaking out. But then like no one's telling me anything. So I'm just like, I'm just going to stay here. You know, when you're like,
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin my day. I'm going to stay here until
Yeah,
I
you're
find
like,
out.
if I don't know, nothing happened yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just staying in bed. Finally, someone opens the door and they're like, and it was Des, and he's like, hey, just to let you know, the water tank burst and it's been flooding downstairs and we've all been wiping, like putting towels down. Just letting you know. Walks out. I go, no one thought to wake me up. No one was like, you know what would make the situation better if Hannah was awake? No one even told me.
Because what were you offering to that?
No, literally they thought about it and they were like, it would be better if we kept her out of this.
If Hannah didn't know.
I start Googling like water tank burst. I'm like, this is really bad. And my mom's like, we're handling it. Everything's being handled. Des is on the phone with the plumber. And I never felt more insignificant but understood.
Hannah, it's so funny you say that because there are it's interesting to think that like your other family, like you obviously like you call a family member to talk about another family
Yeah.
member, but you don't think that like other family members are calling to talk about you. Like you're almost like shocked.
I do feel like there's a lot of roasting though in my family, and like I'm known as kind of the one, oh, Hannah, she's, you know, type B, she forgot her wallet again, she spilled everything,
Like,
whatever.
oh, that's Hannah. Yeah.
But also I have like crazy productive people in my family. Like my mom could run the country if she like put her mind to it. So it's kind of like, let's cut our losses.
My brother the other day said something to me and I was like, I forget what it even was. And I was like, you didn't tell me that. Like, why didn't anyone tell me that? Like, when did this happen? And he was like, oh, well, we're not allowed to tell you certain things when you're really stressed out. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? And he was like, mom tells everyone not to like annoy you with anything because like you're fragile. And like during your tour, you were really fragile. And he kept saying the word fragile. And I was like, I'm not fucking fragile.
It is funny to think about. Yeah. Like every now and then I'll hear people who like work with Giggly Squad be like, oh, before we tell Hannah and Paige, let's make sure we tell them this way. And I'm like, we're dumb. Like, what? We're not Matilda Jerf. Just tell us what's going on. We're not going to kick you. Like,
No, I'm not. Here's the crazy thing. I'm not going to do anything. Whether you need me to do something or not, I'm not doing anything. So like, I don't care.
People call us and we're like, please text or send a voice note. Like, I'm not trying to get into it with anyone at any time.
No, people need to realize truly at the end of the day, Giggly Squad is built on not giving a shit.
Yeah, I do think we should start giving a shit about the drones. They're filming a new season of New Jersey Housewives. That's what the drones are. It's just Andy Cohen being like, we need to step up production.
This is why TikTok can't get banned. Everyone on TikTok just being like, are we the most unserious country in the fucking world? Like, we're just like, yeah, there's like something happening literally 10 feet away from me. And we're like, we don't know. Well, like, we have things to do though.
No, someone was like, I love how after Luigi Mangione, they're like, we're gonna need drones in New Jersey. All the Italians are up to no good.
No, it has not been a good week for Italy.
Look, I want to be a better person and I want to be healthier, but I don't always know how. And that's when I discovered Symbiotica. Their daily supplements are incredible. I don't always like taking pills, so I love slurping down with my smoothies or just right straight into my mouth. They fit easily with my daily routine, mostly because it tastes so good. I'm obsessed with their liquid colostrum. It's vanilla sea salt, and it supports hair, skin, nails, healthy immune system, gut lining. They also have Irish sea moss, which fuels cellular energy to support healthy aging, and they have lemon vanilla. I really love vanilla. I always lean towards it. And you guys know I love vitamin C, which they have in a citrus vanilla that helps with antioxidants, immunity. It really helps me not get sick, especially when I'm traveling a lot. So go to Symbiotica.com/Giggly Squad for 20% off plus free shipping. That's Symbiotika.com/Giggly Squad for 20% off plus free shipping.
If you're looking to reinvent your living room, your bedroom, or just change it up, Cozy makes furnishing your home easy. Their furniture is modern, comfortable, and practical. Open up new home possibilities with modular furniture. Refreshing your living space doesn't always mean having to go all in. You should have your home your way. You can add, you can take away, you can just rearrange. From shopping to assembly, everything is easy. Cozy makes it easy to relax with washable and interchangeable covers. Cleanup is simple and stress-free. Transform your living space today with Cozy. Visit cozy.com, COZEY, the home of possibilities made easy. If you're looking for outfits this summer, then look no further than Nordstrom. Nordstrom is having a sale on all new arrivals, all their new clothes, shoes, accessories, beauty, home, and more. The anniversary sale runs from July 12th through August 3rd. Prices go up August 4th. You can stock up and save on great deals under $100. They have so many brands like Veronica Beard, Vince, All Saints, Steve Madden, Charlotte Tilbury. And Nordstrom makes it so easy to shop the anniversary sale. With free styling help and free shipping and returns, you can order online, pick up, or head into the store. So make sure you check out all the fun anniversary events happening at Nordstrom. In-store promotions, jewelry trunk shows, and daily beauty events throughout the sale. Shop now at Nordstrom.
Wait, can you please write? You wrote the single-handedly funniest note in our notes.
What? I look like the shooter?
Yeah.
I kept getting here. First of all, let's just talk about this like in full.
Yeah.
The day that like they came out that like what his name was, I feel like every Italian collectively was like, fuck, like it's not great for us. Like it's not great for our brand. We're not like we don't need this right now. People are like immediately being like, it's the mafia. We're like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Well, look, Italians are good at two things. They're good at food and killing
murder.
people in public spaces.
We're like, this was just a disgruntled guy. Like, we're not like, let's calm down for a second. Here's the other thing. I saw a comedian say this. I think it was Shane Gillis, actually, who said it like years ago that like Italians are like really the only minority that like you can make fun of still. Mm-hmm. And like it kind of is so true. Like the next day, it was like every meme was just like about Italians. But I kind of love that we're just like, yeah, we don't give a fuck. Like you could say whatever you fucking wanted to me. I don't care. Like it doesn't matter. I was getting tagged. They did Luigi with like long brown hair, and I was getting tagged in it so much, being like, why is this Paige DeSorbo? And I was like, I love it. I think it's amazing. I love it so much. But like, it was just it's a crazy day. It's a crazy week for Italians in Jersey.
It is crazy that people are the government. I mean, everyone is so pro Luigi because he has a six-pack. Like if he was ugly, people would be like, hang him. But
No,
because
it's
he has a six-pack,
crazy.
people are like, he's Peter Pan. But I do have to say, the United Healthcare guy, he is a drug dealer.
Well,
That's what happened. That could happen in the fight when you're making millions and millions and millions
Yeah.
and millions of dollars from giving people health or not.
yeah, obviously, like this guy was like a husband and a father, and like you don't want anyone to
Yes.
be like murdered.
Yes.
But also, like, think about how much insurance companies just fuck people over, and like they're in like the biggest time of need. It's just.
But I do have to say,
it's
vigilantism is not the answer. Let's not just start shooting people. But I do feel like the girls love that Luigi took the time to engrave the bullets.
It's aesthetics.
I feel like it also makes you look at your boyfriend being like,
like
what have you
details.
done for me now? What have you done for me lately? You can't even write a card, and he literally engraved every single bullet he shot into that guy's back.
It's like, write me one note. Write me like a thoughtful text
Write
message.
me one post, leave one post-it before you leave for work.
No, it's crazy. It's crazy.
But yeah, the Luigi stuff as an Italian is very funny. But yeah, I think the guy had a mental break. I don't think it was
Yeah.
like a sane thing. I mean, the guy was like super smart.
I also loved all the memes just being like, his mom didn't know where he was for a month. Yeah, okay. Like, there's no fucking way.
An
There's no
Italian
fucking way.
guy's mom didn't know where he was.
Are you fucking kidding me? That's
And
crazy.
Chappell Roan was like his number one search, or like his favorite artist.
I love it. Wait, okay, I have another topic to bring up that I was talking about with one of my girlfriends. And we were talking about how like so many men get like the hair transplant, and like the hair like plugs, or like flying a turkey, they're like doing whatever.
Yeah.
And she was saying, she was like, I believe she was like, I believe that if you are in a certain tax bracket and you make a certain amount of money a year, you should not be allowed to be bald. And I was like, elaborate. And she was like, as women, we're on TikTok all day being like, I got my lips done, I got my eyes done, like this is what I did step by step, because we have to, because if we don't continue to look good, like we get disregarded in society. And she was like, if you are a man and you make a certain amount of money, like you should have to get a hair transplant and not be bald.
It's funny, some girls love a bald man.
But do they, or are we programmed? Is it the same thing as like
True.
a dad bod?
Dad bod.
Is
Yeah.
it just the same thing? Because
Like
I
a
know
rat
that if I
boyfriend.
walked out being bald, like I would have a very different climate.
Yes. Yes.
And also normalize them giving us updates. Day 27, like give me a 50-part series of your hair transplant. We can watch them for BBLs.
Do you know who actually does that? Benedict Polizzi, who I love. He's a comedian from Indiana.
He got a hair transplant?
He got a hair transplant, and he like takes photos of it, and he just makes fun of it.
I love it. A man of the
Leans in.
people.
And you know
Lean
what?
into it.
Italian. So maybe look,
We love it. They just get it. They just freaking get it.
what if Luigi posted in his manifesto, nobody left me a lasagna?
I'd be nervous because people would think that we were connected. Like, we'd be like, of course. And he's a giggler. Like,
Also, like, did they AI an Italian last name? Like, that's insane. That's the most Italian name I ever heard.
it's just like not a good week for our people.
If he was like really, really Italian, though, he would not go to McDonald's.
No, that's what I'm saying. If he was like really, really Italian, his mom wouldn't have reported him like missing. She would have
No.
found him. Like, there's just
No.
no way. You're not going missing. There's literally never been a missing child.
Also, if you were working at that McDonald's and saw him, would you report it?
I don't think. Here's the thing: when like something happens and there's like a manhunt and it's like pictures of him posted everywhere in the street in the city, I'm again thinking about myself. There's no fucking way I'm walking into like a Starbucks and being like, "That's a guy. That's a guy." I'm not even looking
I'm gonna
at
say
him.
something fucked up. No one's ever gotten an Amber Alert and been like, ooh, good, let me help this out. You're like, I'm in the middle of a text and you just interrupted my text.
Everyone has the same reaction. Did you see the Amber Alert? That's crazy. Like, yeah, that's like
Also, no
horrible.
one's ever gotten an Amber Alert and like ran outside to find the missing child. Also, has anyone ever found the missing child? They never give you the update. They just
They
say
never give you the
that they're
update.
gone and then nothing else.
They never give you the update, and usually it's the dad. And most of the time, it's the frickin' dad.
And actually, period. It's always, everything goes back to your dad.
Here's the thing. Wait, let me just say one thing.
Yes, yes, yes.
For how much we like despise men, like majority of the time, and like their actions and just like overall characteristics, we do have to say that like we grew up with the best dads ever. So like I want to love men. I actually was born and programmed to love men. I do like them. But like they're just so stupid most of the time.
Yeah, I like a self-aware man. Like I like the men that like are calling out their friends but also leaning in.
I like quiet ones. I like them quiet. I like them shh.
I feel like when they're quiet, they know things. Like, because they're listening. Like, what is that like to listen? I'd be so smart if I didn't talk so much. If I retained any information from other people. Instead of just walking around like,
no, that's literally, you walk around like that.
So, you know, I was talking to these other male comics and they were talking about like, they're making jokes about like how women talk a lot, which is so funny. We don't know what like the male comics are joking about.
Yeah, who cares?
With their like girl jokes. I'm like, girls talk a lot. Yeah. Joe Rogan has a 4-hour podcast every fucking day. Girls talk a lot. We need to take a nap after 45 minutes. Like we're about to take a 3-hour nap from yapping.
Truly.
Joe
is literally over there 5 hours a day.
Can I say something I'm mad at with fashion?
Oh yeah.
Slingback heels.
Why?
They don't fit my foot.
They don't like, stay on. They don't stay
on. Like what is the thing in the back for? Because the slingback just falls off. Yeah. And then I'm like,
it has to be a good shoe. It has to be an expensive shoe.
I'll buy like a $200 slingback and it's not slinging.
Really? It's not slinging?
I think it needs stretch. It needs to have like stretch. It can't.
I don't think you're putting it high enough up on your ankle. Are you putting it high enough up?
I went to college. I don't think it should be that difficult for me to figure out how to wear a shoe. Like if I have to maneuver it that much. Are your
feet a little sweaty? It could just be.
Yes, they're always sweaty. I do think also maybe there's not enough curvature in like the back of my foot that it doesn't like stay.
I fear you've been ill-advised on slingbacks and...
So you're standing with slingbacks right now?
I stand with slingbacks. I do stand with them. I think that like I like them for a certain outfit, but I understand the frustration when they don't stay up.
I think they look good, but like I can't even walk on stage with them.
I don't think it's something that like we're gonna solve. I think that you just stay away from them.
I feel like you don't care about me right now.
I do care about you, but like it's just like I feel like
I'm struggling with something
things,
and you're like not. You're not caring. Like I'm clearly struggling.
No,
I'm struggling and you're taking the side of my op.
Here's what I'm gonna say.
You're taking the sides of my enemies.
There are certain things that I feel like as a female, like you just do kind of live with because it's like, oh, it's just like a girl thing that we have to deal with. I'm more like I just like deal with it. Yeah. You're more like I'll fight every man who invented this.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
So like we're just different in that sense.
Wait, I feel so bad because I forget who said it, but there's a girl on TikTok, you guys should search it, who was like, wait, so we have wireless drones, but we don't have a wireless hair dryer? She was like, we don't have wireless Dysons, even though we have wireless Dyson vacuums.
Yep.
What the either they don't care about women.
They don't care.
Or they want us to strangle ourselves with a cord.
Sorry, there's so many sirens.
That was the police telling us we need to stop calling people out on the pod.
We can't.
Speaking of...
It's just the patriarchy.
And Matilda Jerf's people. Sweden's arrived. You'd be surprised how many things like bosses will make their like office manager or their assistant do.
No.
And also, but this is the thing, bosses will, I think, get away with it a lot because the person says yes, so they think the person's cool with it. But like, you're not going to say no to your boss. Like, I've done weird shit for bosses.
Unless it's in my contract, get the fuck out of my face. Like what? Do you have like an example of something that you're like, like after where you're like, that was weird?
I definitely saw like this one boss made this girl walk her dog every day. And then also made her make her breakfast every day, like avocado toast and stuff. It just seemed like unnecessary.
You know what's so crazy at me as a boss? Because I think I'm a people pleaser. Like, I feel like I work for them. Like, I am constantly apologizing to Josephine and Grace and being like, I'm so sorry that I can't get my shit together to give you what you need so that you can send it off to whoever you need to work with. Like,
Whenever I text Grace, I always go, I'm so sorry for bothering you, but
same. And then I'll be like, wait, I'm like a 32-year-old woman and like I pay them and I'm like scared of them. But I kind of love it too, because like if she comes over to my apartment or something and I'm ordering Starbucks, like,
yeah,
hello, like it's just normal like human decency. I feel
it's also like low-key fun to be a boss because you're like, we can do whatever we want today.
No, there are so many times where I'm like, should we just do like couch and like and blankets? Like, go get your blanket. Like,
sometimes I feel like I pressure her. Like, I'm like, we're getting bagels, and she's like, I'm okay. And I'm like, you don't want to everything bagel with scallion cream cheese and all this stuff. And she's like, I'm fine. I'm like, let's fucking party with bagels right now.
The other day I said to Josephine, I said, would it be crazy if I got us a personal trainer and we worked out 3 times a week together? Because like I won't do it if someone else doesn't do it with me.
That's where HR gets involved.
And she was like, yeah, I mean, like, I'll do it with you, but like
I made Grace do hip hop yoga and like she liked it, but I like was afraid to text her again to feel like she was like being forced to sweat and possibly faint in a hot hip hop yoga.
Whatever, we're fun bosses.
We're fine. We're cool moms.
We're cool. We're like, do whatever you freaking want.
I know, we're like, if you want to smoke a little weed, just don't tell him.
I'm truly like that. I'm like, let's get high and figure this out.
Speaking of bread, one more time, I ordered room service. I'm in LA.
Yeah.
And I was like, I clicked like continental breakfast or whatever, and it didn't say anything about bread. So I wrote in the notes, can I please have sourdough bread? Then they start calling me because I like did it online. They start this is so unnecessary. And they're like, hi, it's extra for sourdough bread. I'm like, yes, just send me. When is the bread not included with an egg breakfast? So then I'm fucking pissed. The bread comes. It's the smallest bread I've ever seen. Like, are they having a bread shortage? And like, what? It's sourdough. It's healthy.
There's something with hotels, like adding like things that are like add-ons that it's like, okay, well that goes with it. And also if you're a 5-star hotel and you're not doing room service and you're still going through like COVID rules or something, or like if you don't have room service as a hotel, what are you? You're an office space, okay? You're
WeWork.
You're a literal
WeWork with pillows.
Get your shit together. Bring back room service with silverware. If you are at my door and you're handing it to me in a brown paper bag, I'm thinking the worst things in my head.
Don't get me started about forks. Anyway,
okay, we won't.
And we won't.
And we absolutely will not. That's all the time we have for today.
Stay posted for next week for my my fork speech.
Fork discussion continued
on NPR. I do have to say I have a couple stand-up dates I'd love you guys to come to. I'm going to Timonium, Maryland. I've never heard that place, but I think it'll be fun. Actually, I think I've been there.
Sounds like a blast.
Yeah, I'm going to. Sounds like a healthcare company. Irvine, Alabama, New Haven, Connecticut, Providence, Rhode Island, Brooks, California, Highland, California. See you there. Paige, what's going on with you?
Nothing. I'm going to sleep till January like 8th.
Yes. Amazing.
Oh, actually, I'm going to be on the Today Show on Wednesday morning. We're doing winter accessories. We're very excited.
I love that I was uninvited.
They're like, hey, we got to call actually just for Paige to come on with Hoda and Jenna. They said leave the redhead at home.
They go, leave the girl who came in with fake glasses and laughed too loud. No, you're doing your fashion segment, which is really, really fun. And you do a lot of research for it and you put a lot of work into it. So everyone...
I actually do a lot of research for it.
You do. Everyone go get your mom's cable password and watch Paige on the Today Show. We love you guys so much. Thank you for giggling with us. I hope you're all slowing down for the holidays.